Greetings, family. It is with gratitude that I welcome you to Brooklyn Mosaic. I am here today to talk about auras. We talked last time about some of the things that I was experiencing. What I've noticed is that I've been summoned to get up earlier, to get up and do my grounding. I think I mentioned that birds were coming to my window. I changed rooms because I thought, they were just being annoying. And I went into another room and they found me in that room. And I realized that I can't get up and just close the window. I'm supposed to be getting up and going out into nature. So I've been doing that. And I get out to the beach before sunrise and I go back out at around sunset and sometimes in between because I'm moving about in the community. But when I am most in tune is at that time when I am out looking at the sun. I'm still getting the sort of dark orbs. I told you all about the spots in my peripheral vision, but they've changed to now shapes, and then it went to colors. And now the colors are taking on another form. So if I see a bird, I don't just see a bird. I can see the bird's spirit. I actually ended up writing a poem about it, and I'll be sure to make sure I quote that all for you so that you are able to hear what I wrote. I think it gives an amazing description of what I'm experiencing when I'm seeing these things. So what I could see is the aura or the spirit of the bird above it. So I see two birds. I see the colorful one doing the exact movement of the physical one right underneath it. It's just been really amazing. And every time I see something different, I just smile. I smile and I'm really moved by it. And I feel a need to come on and share it because I just know that other people may be experiencing this and not really know where it's going. But I think I knew from the start that this had something to do with auras. Like my spirit was just like, follow your intuition. And my intuition said that this has something to do with auras and that I needed to be aware of that. So when I look up at the moon, I see like a citron green. When I look at the sun, I see more than one sun. When I see the birds, I see the aura of the bird, and that aura is in different colors. Like I can see the violet and the green and the blue going through it. My eyes have been tearing a lot lately. I believe this would be considered allergy season here. I'm noticing that a lot of people have allergies. The funny thing for me is that it's only the right eye. So that has a spiritual meaning as well. And I'll do a video about that where we can talk about that. I've been feeling very dry and I feel like my tongue is swollen a little bit. So I've been drinking a lot of water, but it's a little uncomfortable. Like I feel like it's making me talk different. I already have a big tongue, but I really feel like my tongue is swollen. So I'm really trying not to bite myself if you feel like I'm talking strange. But that's where I am with the auras. It's just been an amazing experience. I think I told you all, I've only been able to see the aura over birds and trees. Now it's gone as far as I'm seeing it around dogs as well on the beach. I'm seeing it around humans. I mentioned the moon. And I notice when I'm looking out at the ocean, I see the green certain spots on the ocean. So I'm thinking there's plant life or sea life in those areas where I see the auras. Oftentimes I'll stand at the end of the beach and I look out really far and I don't see anything, but I see that green sort of haze and I assume there must be a fishing boat. And sure enough, when I stand there after a while, there's a fishing boat in the distance. So it's been a beautiful thing, and I really haven't quite figured out, what I'm doing with it. That would be amazing if I could tell the fishermen, hey, there's fish in that area, and they were able to go and collect the fish for the community. That would be beautiful, but I don't know that I'm correct yet. So I'm still working this out. Just been taking a lot of time to meditate. Like I said, different things come through to me through my grounding and my meditation. Meditation is where the colors first came through. The grounding is what puts me in touch with nature, pulling that energy force from the earth into me, communing with nature, being in nature, and being able to have that experience with the sun. And let me all share something with you really quick. On the 15th of November, 1/5, that was my baby's birthday. My son turned 20 years old. And I named my son Aman, like Aman Ra, like the sun, the Egyptian sun god. And I thought it was special at the time. I wanted him to be revered. I wanted his name to sound like Amen, Aman, you know, like really honoring him every time someone said his name. That's what was going through my mind. It is only now that I am connecting that this is not a coincidence. There are no coincidences. You all remember I did the video on symbols, signs, and synchronicities. On my son's birthday is when I got my first image of the spirit above the bird. Seeing the spirit as separate from the bird. Seeing the aura as separate from the bird. And just a little fun fact. When you think about the ancient pictures that were drawn or painted, they always drew people or painted people with halos around them. We took that as, oh, holy, something like that. But supposedly people were able to see people's auras back then, and that's why they painted people that way. If only we could get in touch with that now, right? How amazing would that be? To be able to utilize that in your interactions with people, to know who to have around you that was high vibration and feeding your spirit. So this is a long one today. You all know I try to keep the videos short to get you the information. I do hope you enjoyed this. And as my abilities with my auras or seeing auras is disclosed, I will continue to share what that looks like step by step, so that when other people are experiencing this, they understand where the journey is taking them, or they can find similarities or find out how they differ. But I do hope this is helpful, and I can't thank you enough for joining me for Spirit Knocks for Brooklyn Mosaic. Thank you, family, and blessings.